there everyone, welcome back to the channel. So glad you've joined me today. Well, I am sitting here in the parking lot waiting for my dad. He's having cataract surgery on the other eye today. Thankfully, like I said, he only has two eyes. So today is the last early morning. I got up at like 4:30 this morning. My alarm was set for 5, but couldn't go back to sleep. So it is now 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's just like 30 minutes ago has gotten daylight. So yeah, I felt like I was driving in the middle of the night to get here. But yeah, we will both be glad when this surgery is over. But I thought I had some time, so I wanted to share just something I've been reading lately. This is a book I have mentioned before by John Maxwell, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. If you don't know John Maxwell, I highly encourage you to check him out. He's written, I don't know how many books, a lot. I skimmed through this book before, you see on my post-its, but I've been really delving into it. I don't often highlight a book. I don't want to mess up my books. So type A, right? But this one had some really good points, and I just wanted to share just this little bit with you. I'll be sharing more over the coming weeks. But this is talking about the law of the mirror, applying the law of the mirror to your life. He says, make a list of all your best personal qualities. If you have positive self-esteem, then this will probably be easy for you. If you don't, it may be a struggle. Don't give up. If needed, spend days or weeks creating the list. Don't stop until you have written 100 positive things about yourself. If it took you a long time to create this list, then you need to spend time every day reading through it to remind yourself of your value. Remember, if you do not value yourself, you will have a very difficult time adding value to yourself. I thought that was huge. So yeah, that is a wonderful assignment. It says, few things impact a person's self-esteem more than the way that they talk to themselves on a day-to-day basis. Are you aware of how you talk to yourself? And so I wanted to encourage you guys to make that list. Create a list of your best qualities, of all the positive things that you can think about of yourself. When I read that, I thought 100 things. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many I thought I could list, but 100 seems overwhelming. So I got out my spiral notebook and I started writing, and this was in the evening. I was reading this book, and so I started my list that evening, and by the next day I actually finished it, to my surprise. That sounds maybe a little much, but I came up with 100 things. I had some things I was almost repeating myself, so I had to consult what I had previously written. But that is so true, though. If you don't see the value in yourself, you will have trouble adding value. Now, why am I talking about this? Well, I think that we can transfer this to our weight loss journey, because if we don't think of ourselves, our bodies, our personhood as valuable, we will be less likely to take care of ourselves, right? You know, this thing, our relationship with food and eating, it's a very complex thing, isn't it? I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, or any of that, but you know, I've been on this planet for 50 years. I've experienced some things, read a lot of things. You learn along the way. You know, on the one hand, you can say, well, you know, it would be really nice if we just didn't have to worry about this thing called eating and managing and all that. But obviously we all need food. So it's about managing that relationship with food, right? And sometimes we can many times we can fall into really bad habits with turning to food, maybe for emotional support, or just grabbing things on the run. But I just wanted to encourage you today, really be intentional about thinking of all the positive things. You are valuable, and there are some very good qualities on the inside of you, and I just wanted to challenge you to take a look, get a magnifying glass out, as it were, and see what's really on the inside of your heart. You might be surprised at how many items you come up with on that list, but I would encourage you to make that list of 100 positive things about yourself and think about those things. And like John Maxwell says, you know, when we see that value in ourselves, we're more likely to add value. So I thought that was really worth sharing today. So I hope you'll take that to heart.